How you doing? This is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh, and I think every gay, every lesbian, every transsexual, every bisexual, every straight person should be flooding this jerk in Sacramento, California. It makes me embarrassed to have once lived there. And every Baptist should be flooding this jerk in Sacramento. There's a pastor, and I use the term loosely, more like scumbag, asshole, jagoff, whatever term you want to call for this jerk. He posted a video on YouTube. His name is Pastor Roger Jimenez. And he posted a video on YouTube. It's been pulled down, but there's an excerpt in it. And he said, quote, when he learned the deadliest mass shooting in U.S. history to occur to the gay club, he wasn't sad. He felt the contrary. I think Orlando, Florida is a little safer tonight. He told his congregation, equating members of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transsexual community to sexual predators. The tragedy is that more of them didn't die. I'm kind of upset he didn't finish the job. He also said, were it up to him, gays and lesbians would be lined up against a wall so a firing squad could blow their brains out. Now this is what ISIS is doing in the Middle East, not in America. And what kind of Christian would say something like this? If you don't like gays, that's your problem. But you don't, I'm so mad I can't even talk straight. You don't condone or suggest that we should take gays out and have them shot? Come on! You don't like gays? Fine! Shut the hell up about it! I get tired of hearing everybody's gay, that's all. That's the only problem I have with gays. I lived in San Francisco from 1964 to 68, 1970 to 72, and wait a minute. We moved back to Pittsburgh. Well, anyway, a long time. Better part of 17 years. I lived in Sacramento for 10 years. I lived in Oakland for 6 years. I met and knew and worked with gay people. I've met lesbians. I've met transsexuals. And I can't know for certain if anybody's bisexual or not. But they're people. Number one. Their sexual orientation is secondary as far as I'm concerned. They are people and they're Americans. And the people that died in Orlando went to a club to have fun on a Saturday night and got assassinated by a deranged Muslim jihadist stalker who was stalking them for 3 years. Maybe we should advocate, no, I'm not doing this, mind you, that we go up to Sacramento, find the Verity Baptist Church and set it on fire. And burn all the Baptists that are in there. That would be the kind of suggestion that would be the equivalent what this jerk made. And we've seen that happen in the South where people were burned to death, including children, for being black Christians. This is not a Christian attitude take. This is not a Judeo-Christian attitude take. This guy needs to be tarred and feathered and run out of town on a rail, and nobody should ever donate to his church again. And if the congregation there doesn't vote to fire this guy, I'd like to know why. It's outrageous. Suggesting your fellow Americans, because of their sexual orientation, we line up against a wall and shot. Now he says his sermon was not meant to incite violence against LGBT people. All I'm saying is when people who deserve to die, it's not a tragedy. 700 pastors, the Sacramento City pastors, issued a statement. These comments applauding the death of innocent people are contrary to the Bible's teaching and God's heart. His statements do not represent Jesus nor hundreds of Sacramento pastors whose hearts have been broken are praying for the loved ones so tragically affected by this cowardly act. A Change.org petition was started to have Jimenez removed to the head of his own church. YouTube removed his speech, his sermon as hate speech. The church regularly posts sermons by Jimenez on the YouTube page. Well, YouTube needs to go further than that. They need to take every sermon of this son of a bitch off YouTube and make sure he never can post there again. And a new video features an excerpt from the banned sermon was posted Tuesday morning. I don't know. I'll try to find that. But this is absolutely outrageous. Fire this guy. YouTube, remove his sermons, and make sure he never preaches again any church in America. All right, this is a guy from Pittsburgh. I'm madder than hell. And straights, gays, lesbians, transsexuals, and bisexuals shouldn't take it anymore. Give this guy a dose of his own medicine. All right, have a good evening. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.